Namaskar friends, and welcome to your reading for the month of June 2020. So come join me as I take you on a journey of planets and tarot cards, and let us see and figure out what the month of June has in store for you. But before that, if you like to see my video and if you would like to see more of it, do remember to like and subscribe to my channel, and of course do connect with me on my Facebook page or Instagram page. And in case you want any personal consultation, you can also connect with me on my website www.harmonizeme.co, and also you can connect with the number which is coming below the screen for any personal consultation. So now let us begin the journey and let us see what the month of June has in store for you. So the month of June has a lot of transformation happening. A new beginning is there in store for us. We have a lunar eclipse happening on the 5th of June, which is happening on a full moon, and it is happening in the sign of Scorpio, and hence when moon is in the 8th sign of Scorpio, you can expect depression, fear, anxiety to rule the day. And since it will be full moon, so it is definitely going to impact lot of us, and lot of fear and anxiety, depression, especially people born on 2/20/11, people who have their personality and destiny as 2, and people also who are having their nakshatra ruled by moon. So the first week we have the High Priestess for you, my dear Taurians. So the High Priestess signifies that you are connected to the moon. You are very, very intuitive. You are able to second guess what the people around you are thinking. For example, you enter a meeting and there is somebody who says that he will take the deal on the face, but you can have that feeling that this might backtrack later on, and this is exactly what is going to happen. So you need to really trust your intuition, because that is not in the wrong direction. So the second week we have for you the Seven of Wands. So this card says that you need to maintain your point of view, you need to remain on your stand, and you do not need to give in to other people's point of view, because what you are saying is right. Eventually it will prove to be right. So even if you're facing opposing opinions from other people, you should not give it up. You should hold your stance and keep on connecting with what your point of view is. So the third week on 18th of June, we have a planet Mercury, which is the God's messenger planet, the planet which rules communication, finances, our nervous system, our intellect. This is going retrograde. Now with Mercury going retrograde, we have 6 planets in retrograde: Jupiter, Saturn, Venus, Rahu, Ketu, and 6th is Mercury. So when 6 planets are in retrograde, you can expect things might not go as expected. You can expect some obstacles coming your way, and especially when Mercury is retrograde, Mercury rules communication. So when Mercury is in retrograde, you can expect miscommunication to happen, and it rules technology also. So things like your WhatsApp, internet, mobile, laptop can go haywire. You can expect some issues in them, and miscommunication, whatever you're trying to say, the other person might intercept it in a different manner or perceive it in a different manner. So be very crystal clear in your communication, whether what you're speaking or what you're writing. Be very, very careful. And the third week we have for you the card the Word. So this card signifies that old phase of your life is ending, and a very nice, beautiful phase of your life is going to begin shortly, and a lot of opportunities are going to be available to you at this point of time, and any door that you open is going to lead to success. So wonderful, wonderful, wonderful time for you, my dear Taurians. Then the fourth week begins with the solar eclipse on 21st of June, and this solar eclipse is happening on no moon. So you see the synchronity here. 5th June we had the lunar eclipse which happened on full moon, and 21st June we also have, it is also the summer solstice, and also we have the no moon, and we have the solar eclipse. So this is a month of transformation. Solar eclipses happen 2 times in a year. This is the first solar eclipse of 2020. The second one will happen in December 2020. Now when this eclipse is happening, there are 4 planets in one house, namely Sun, Moon, Mercury, and Rahu. So these planets, they are together in your second house, which rules finances and family. So you need to take care of your finances. Be very careful with your investment, where it is going, and of course since Mercury is retrograde, I would advise not to invest anything right now. Please wait for the Mercury retrograde to be over. And this week we have for you the Nine of Pentacles. So this card shows that you have worked really hard to be where you are, and this is the time to reap the crop that you had sowed earlier. And also this implies that if you are in a fix, this is a woman, so this is a very powerful woman. If you are a woman, you could be a successful business entrepreneur or into some head of an organization wherein you're in a position to make decisions, and you are able to guide people on various things in life. But you yourself might be lonely. It could be that you are in a crowd but yet you feel alone. That can definitely happen to you, because know that this is 2020. 2 plus 2 equals 4, and 4 is ruled by Rahu. So Rahu is a planet which gives us mental fog, which makes us to think unnecessarily and brings about sudden changes. And in Vedic astrology, it is a separative planet. It changes what we are used to. So this is what is happening. Whatever we are used to is going to change. So by the end of 2020, you will see a massive change in people's lifestyle, thinking, governments, political scenario, global scenario, Indian or global. Everywhere you will see a massive change. People will start becoming more human, and their priorities will also change. They might start to work more from home. Some of them might also start up their own enterprises. This can happen. So now coming back to the 4th week, this woman is an independent businesswoman and she can help you with your issues. If you are yourself a woman, this can represent you also, and it also shows that you could be in for a alone time, right? And also it could be that this woman is divorced. She is a single woman. She is not in a relationship. This can definitely happen with that. So watch out for this woman if you are looking for some help. Otherwise, as I said, that you have put in the efforts, and this is the time to reap the rewards of the crop that you sown. But definitely you are in for some alone time. And the 5th week, we have 5th week. Before the 5th week, I would like to add that on 25th of June we have Venus going direct. Venus, which went retrograde in May, rules relationship, and when Venus is retrograde, you can expect the focus on relationship, you questioning your relationships, excess cropping up. So when Venus goes straight, one planet which rules the relationship, you can expect things or the relationship area to smoothen out. Then the last week of month, June, 30th of June, we have Jupiter going retrograde. Jupiter moving into Sagittarius, and Sagittarius is the own house of Jupiter, so Jupiter will become more dominant. Currently it is in Capricorn, so it is not as powerful as it is when it goes back into its own house. Ketu is already there, and Ketu is also responsible for spreading the epidemic. So you can expect some kind of sudden surge in the epidemic to happen around 30th of June. Be careful. And the last card that I have for you is the Four of Cups. Now this signifies that this person is sitting and the universe is offering him a cup, but he is not looking at it. He is in fact looking at somewhere in the space. So that means, as I said, that you could be so much lost in your own thoughts. Even in a crowd, you are alone and you are lost in your own thoughts, that you miss the opportunity which the universe is offering to you. The universe is offering to you, but you are not bothered. You are in your own thought process, in your own mind, you are busy, and hence you are going to miss this opportunity. So take ashwagandha, do some meditation, do yoga, stay grounded so that you do not miss the opportunity which the universe is giving to you. It also implies that you could be very, very emotional at this point of time, and yes, it also implies that you could be very intuitive and you are missing somebody. It can happen that yes, you are missing somebody if you are in a relationship. So So that's all for you, my dear Taurians, and here's wishing you that the upcoming month of June fills your life with lot of positive energy and removes any kind of negative energy there is. Until the time we meet again, this is me saying namaste.